My name's Lynn Condell and I'm in charge of student funding here at JMU. My job and the team's job is to give advice and guidance to students of the university and prospective students as well, information, advice and guidance relating to fees and funding, money, basically about maximising your income and hopefully minimising your expenditure. So that's about government funding, grants and loans we talk about, as well as things like accessing benefits and sorting out debts and things if that's applicable. So there's a whole host of things that we would give advice and guidance on relating to your money. In addition to that, the team also administers discretionary funding. So obviously we talk a lot about grants and loans, but there is other funding available, so things like bursaries and scholarships, lots of terminology in higher education, bursaries and scholarships which the university gives to students, and then also things like money for students that are in hardship, so that tends to be less well publicised, but the university does have money for students that maybe are struggling or have come up against something that they couldn't have predicted, you know, some unforeseen circumstances. I think that everyone can afford to come to university. It's not always going to be an easy ride for everybody, but people can access, students can access grants and loans for their living costs. So with a bit of careful budgeting, and obviously, you know, in some cases students might have to work part-time, which is only a good thing, isn't it? Because that makes them more employable in the future. You maximise your income, then everyone can afford to come to university. It would be a shame if people think, oh no, that's not for me because I can't afford it. Because have you sat down and worked the figures out? You know, don't make your mind up about something until you've actually done the research. Out there's a whole host of websites that you can get information and advice from. I mean, I would advise students to look on the government websites. If you go to gov.uk/student finance, there's all sorts of stuff on there. There's calculators. You can follow the links to each of the nations of the UK, because one of the other complexities is each of the countries in the UK gives a different package of support for students. But speak to us, ring us. We're more than happy to speak to students before they get here. In fact, we love to talk to students before they get here. We want them to arrive ready, organised, done their budget, know what they're going to get. And hopefully our phone number will appear at the end by magic.